Hi, this is Nikki and I'm here to share messages I get from Spirit and from all of us who are creating this gorgeous little love bubble around the planet and to reunite with our vibrational matches in this lifetime. So this message is for those who are on a twin flame, soul to soul journey and who are on this mission to spread love, put the planet in a big pink bubble of love all around the world. So today this message is going to be what is the energy for today that we're working with as the collective, and it is this from the Starman Tarot, and then I'm going to pick some guidance from what we need to know for guidance today from crystals, from sacred geometry, work your light, nature spirit, spirit animal, and the universe has your back. So we all need a little bit of help, and I love that these give such great insight for what's going to happen in the day. Ten of Swords. Right, so there might be some mental anguish going on today. So this is a little warning sign. So don't let your head get all crazy today, you know. This is letting the mind go running away with you, right? And remember to stay grounded. So this is the other thing. If you do feel like your head is going to go all over the place today for some reason, remember to stay grounded. Go and sit by a tree and know that it will pass. So I must evolve. The Ten of Swords usually depicts a person lying on the ground impaled by 10 swords. It indicates sudden and unexpected failure or disaster. I've chosen a different visual interpretation. A blow from life is being delivered with immediate ferocity, and there is no way to avoid its full force. There is no time for pain or regret. In this very instant, we must accept full responsibility for everything in our life. Our previous life is ended, and only then can we shed the skin of our old life and become master of our own destiny. Interesting, yesterday's message was all about the snake shedding skin. So as Pablo Picasso said, every act of creation is first an act of destruction. If in this instance of crisis we do not choose to take full responsibility, we fall back into the drift of life, battered and bundled by the fickle hand of fate. The Ten of Swords represents the sudden, unexpected jolt which pivots you between full responsibility and the drift. The key is to be ready, to choose responsibility and rebirth in that instant. And the answer, as always, practice and preparation. Give up the blame, the pointed finger, the moan and the groan. Practice being responsible. When we claim our life for ourselves, we claim the power to change it into something extraordinary. We reframe the good and the bad as feedback edging us closer to our dreams. And the Ten of Swords is end of a way of thinking, breaking free from the person you once were, releasing things which no longer serve you, choosing responsibility and reclaiming your power. So this is like, you know, basically moving out of the mental anguish, embracing the change, embracing whatever is happening and being able to move through it with grace into the rebirth, right? So whatever comes forward, you know, be aware of that mental anguish and like step aside. Remember that we are our most powerful manifestors in the moment of being at peace within our hearts. So that's the message for today. A little warning sign, so be careful, because Ten of Swords is just like it said, it's a big shock that brings you into a new rebirth. So look at it like a gift. Okay, next one, the crystal guidance for today. What crystal is going to help us today into our reunions? And it is, look at that, number 5, it's change. So aquamarine. And aquamarine, let's see, it's a gorgeous mandala. So aquamarine, the heart and throat, the element of air and earth, and ether. Collectively, we are now entering uncharted waters as a human race. The emotional body that has served as a blueprint of behaviour for the past 2,000 years has completed itself. The next cycle of human history is already upon us, and the emerging new layers of human consciousness are drawing the map. As we enter these multi-dimensional fields of possibilities, it is aquamarine that is serving us in our adjustment. Aquamarine is one of the most beneficial stones to call upon in times of need or upheaval. By working with this stone, any fears or anxieties holding one back are brought to the surface. Wow. Amazing. So that's just again about change and going with the Ten of Swords, what's being brought up, to change, because that can cause some upset, some mental anguish. So what is the sacred geometry guidance for today? And it is fertility. Look at that. 27. 27 is also the energy of walking away from things that no longer serve us. So again, change. So, changing out of the old into the new, walking a new path, walking into more love. In the energy deck, 27 is a woman closing a gate behind her, and she's in pink. She's in a pink dress. So literally she's walking into the future and into love, because she's in this unconditional pink dress, and she's kind of closing the gate on the old life. So the frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. So take a moment to go inside yourself and contemplate your fertility. What are you ready to give birth to? Are there any great and inspiring ideas that you've been holding inside? What is it that you want to contribute to this world? Make a list of all the things that you want to accomplish. So if you want to be part of the TF storybook, then I am compiling a TF storybook of people's TF stories. If you want to share your story and how to ground this love and to go through, it's a really cathartic process about writing everything down. If you want to share your story, then please do send me an email to divinelovecrystalgrid@gmail.com if you feel called to do it, and put TF story in the subject line. And then you can be part, I'm extending the deadline to the end of April. And so I will send you a set of questions, and you can either use the questions to frame your story, or you can write whatever you want, basically. But it's an opportunity for you to tell your story in your words and to be part of a collective, all sharing their stories to help ground this beautiful love onto the planet. So share your creativity. So Work Your Light Oracle. What message do we need from Work Your Light Oracle? And it is the boundaries card again. So this comes through a lot, and it is like basically, where do you need to align your boundaries? Where do you need to establish better boundaries for yourself, for the time, for self-love? So you're being called to create clear boundaries in your life. This could be with your friends, family, or work. Saying yes when you really mean no leads to resentment, which is the biggest energy drain ever. At first, it might only be a little bit and not feel like a big deal, but before you know it, your energy field becomes porous and you are left feeling depleted, resentful, or taken advantage of. So where in your life do you need to establish better boundaries? There you go. So make sure that you're sharing your energy in a positive way and you're not depleting yourself. So next one, spirit animal. What spirit animal is with us today? And oh look, it's the chameleon. So this was on the Divine Counterparts side in their guidance in the energy read this week. So the chameleon is saying, it's okay when you're going through the change. A chameleon changes its colours, doesn't it? So it's also number 5. So chameleon spirit shares her gift with you today to prepare you for changes that will greatly benefit you. Outer conditions are changing, and you're required to come into harmony with them so you can co-create your greatest dream. Feeling sensitive? Well, good, because that will come in handy, enabling you to determine how best to adapt to your environment and the people in it, while at the same time maintaining your integrity and inner equilibrium. Even if you feel like you're in uncharted territory, chameleon spirit has complete faith in your ability to fit in and learn the lay of the land. Adapting is necessary. This is a fortunate time to act as if and do as others do, until the new ways feel familiar and completely natural. Life is offering you a great lesson now. Adapting isn't about losing yourself, it's about learning how to dance with others. So, there you go. they're being told, you know, this is for all of us. We've got to change, you know, we've got to shift up our energy. We've got to move. We've got to, you know, do whatever it takes to follow your highest path. So native spirit guidance is Spirit Keeper of the East. So we had this the other day. So the sun is rising. The sun always rises in the east. And so a new dawn is coming, basically. And it is ours for the taking. So new beginnings, a fresh cycle is occurring in your life. Wipe the slate clean. It's now time to release the old and start again. No matter what has happened in the past, it doesn't need to repeat in the future. In native traditions, the directions are honoured. It's believed that every direction has an associated spirit that can be called upon. In the great cycle of life, the east is the place of the rising sun. It's also associated with planting seeds in the springtime, birth, the waxing moon, and new beginnings. Pulling this card means that this is the close of one cycle and the beginning of another. Although it's often difficult to release familiar routines, situations, or relationships when they no longer empower you, your native spirit asks that you not cling to the old, but set sail into new waters. Face your fear and allow yourself to stretch in a new direction. Wonderful opportunities will be born in your life. And the journey is to stand and be still, breathe and center yourself, and then slowly turn in a circle. Close your eyes and feel the energy of each direction. There's a difference in the feeling in each direction. Stand facing east as the sun rises to sense the unique energy of that direction. So I would feel the warmth as you imagine yourself turning in the circle and you come to the east and you feel that warmth filter onto your body, fill up your energy, give rebirth to your cells, your DNA, your light body, and basically to reinvigorate your energetic reunion bubble. So next one, the universe has your back. What is the final guidance that they want to say? So, and the message is, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. And it's a tree. How gorgeous is that? So my faith has the power to turn healing into trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. And it's all based around the tree, and just like the crystal grid that I do, all based around the forest lovers who are entwined together for eternity around the oak tree. And we're using the sacred wisdom of the trees and rooting. We're basically creating a forest network all over this beautiful planet, you know, with the rose quartz that you receive, you know, as you meditate with that and you use it and you really start growing the power of the crystal, then we're all anchoring this love and light to the planet, and every crystal has the intent to bring all twin flames into their union, and you and your twin into your reunion. And so we're literally amplifying the energy of unconditional love. Your twin flame energy is off the charts. The energy of doing it as a collective is off the charts. It really is super powerful. So, and we all support each other. That's the big thing. You know, energetically, we are sending out these little roots all over the planet. So, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. There you go. I hope that helps. That's the energy and daily guidance for today. All right, take care. Bye.